I've never received a child that was perfectly healthy. Kids like that don't leave their family.
I hope all three of us will be happy and that she's healthy. You never know what problems she might have. There are reasons she doesn't live with her biological parents.
I don't want to have to send her to some home. I want to find a good setup where someday I can close my eyes and say, she's in good hands.
As a foster mother in Germany, Elke Baumann looks after babies who've been taken into care by the Youth Welfare Office because the birth parents couldn't cope or even abuse them. Elke Baumann provides them with a temporary home until foster parents are found. She's already looked after 84 babies. We accompanied her for several months as she cared for other people's babies in their time of need.
One wish I have is to take care of my 100th baby, to have achieved that before I retire in 7 years. And since I've already had 84, that's only 16 more. Of course, every child that doesn't have to leave the parental home is a success story. But we know life isn't always like that. And there will always be cases. So my hope is that I stay healthy long enough for this wish to come true. Everyone needs a goal.
The first time we visited Elke and her dog Rocky, Emma was living with her. The little girl was only 8 weeks old and had been given up for permanent care by her birth mother. There was concern that it might be hard to find new parents because Emma's birth mother took drugs during her pregnancy, and this impacted Emma's health.
Those sounds you can hear when she drinks. That's because she really struggles to breathe while drinking.
Would Emma's perhaps long-term health problems make finding a home for her more difficult? Unlike adopted children, foster children usually remain legally connected to their birth parents. The birth mothers often retain part of the custody rights and can seek contact. Many potential permanent foster parents are put off by this. Elke has kept 3 of the 84 babies over the years. She stepped in because no one else wanted them. 2 are Jennifer and Marcus.
The older one, he's 25 now. He came with a drug problem. And 25 years ago, no one took in children like that. So he stayed.
Yvonne is the third. She has autism and still lives with Elke and her usually short-term foster babies. What's it like when they leave?
It's strange.
Is it sad?
Yes, sometimes.
But another soon arrives, right? That's nice. 2 months after we first met Elke, we visited her and Emma again. A second baby had moved in the meantime. Nora.
I picked her up from a crisis center. She was found there right after the birth. Her mother left her there. The baby's feet are in casts because she has 2 club feet. She was born with clubfoot.
Will foster parents take in Nora? Emma is just about to be picked up and brought to her new home. The separation will be difficult for Elke. Heike Rosentretter is there to lend support. He helps her in her work as a short-term foster mother.
It's not a job. It's just love. And Emma leaving now is one of those things. She's found a place in our hearts, and so it hurts to let go.
Emma's new foster mother has arrived. Sarah Munter and her son Noah met Emma 6 weeks ago. They bonded with the baby straight away and have visited Emma almost every day since, giving her a chance to get used to them. Now she is about to move into her new home.
It's really exciting. I have lots of different feelings. I'm happy, looking forward, and curious about the future.
So why are you doing this?
Good question. Lots of reasons.
Such as?
Well, on the one hand, I'm doing it as a job. I'm shifting careers. I work in childcare, also with special needs kids. So it's another system, different to foster families, and then I get a salary for doing it. A big advantage for me as a single parent and for my son is that I can work at home and fulfill my dream of having a second child. And hopefully offer her a good future.
Bye. Get home safe.
A mere 15 minutes later, Emma has moved out. After 4 months with Elke.
Okay, time for a deep breath.
Four weeks after Emma's departure, it's time for Nora to move out. A couple from Bavaria, who already have 3 foster children with disabilities, have come to Berlin. Anna-Katrin Knorr and her wife Manuela want to take in little Nora as their 4th child.
We've already seen lots of cute pictures and heard lots about Nora, so it's really not a question at all.
Elke is already waiting for Nora's new foster mothers. But here, she's holding another baby in her arms.
Leo has been here for 14 days now. He was born in hospital. The mom had herself voluntarily discharged a day later and left him there. But it was already clear in advance that the child would be taken into care. It is the mother's 4th child. None of them live with her. But he didn't need immediate withdrawal therapy. I think it's because the mother was in custody and didn't have access to so many drugs. So maybe that was lucky for him.
While Leo just recently arrived, Nora is about to leave again.
This is also about her feet.
After 2 months, Nora is saying goodbye to her temporary foster mum.
And then Elke will say bye first because she's staying behind.
Again, the handover only takes 15 minutes.
We wish you lots of happiness.
Ciao, ciao. Tschüss.
So, ja. Fahrhund.
Right, pup? That's how it is. One comes, the other goes.
A little over 2 months later, it's summer, and we're visiting Elke again. Her own 3 adult foster children are about to drop by. She took in another baby, 5-week-old Eula, a while ago. Leo, the little boy affected by his mother's drugs, is also still with her.
We can't find anyone. We've been looking for 8 weeks now in Berlin-Brandenburg. No one wants him. Actually, the next step now would be a place in a residential group.
Marcus and Jennifer arrive. More than 20 years ago, they were foster babies living with Elke. They ended up staying. Marcus now works as an IT expert, Jennifer as an assistant chef. Neither of them have any contact with their biological parents. Marcus has never looked for his mother, and Jennifer does not want to meet hers.
For me, there's only my mother. I mean, not my biological mother, but Elke. For me, she is my mother.
We know that we had a great privilege. And we were also raised to always appreciate what you have.
Here comes Yvonne. Hi, Yvonne. Did you have a nice lunch?
Heiko Rosentreter picked up Yvonne from an organisation that only employs people with disabilities. She is 21 years old now and still lives at home with her foster mum. Jennifer is now a mother herself. Marcus isn't a father yet, but would like to be in the future.
I definitely want to have children. At best, I'll find a woman who is just as strong, and we could care for 2 or 3 foster children. That would be wonderful, but for me the time just hasn't come yet.
It's a happy family reunion. They reminisce, chat, and lovingly support each other.
I always say no child should be seen as a foster child. These are kids, and they need our help and support.
Elke will continue to care for babies in their time of need. And she still has one wish, or rather 2.
Yes, of course. My big goal would be to care for the 100th by the time I retire. Maybe even do it a year longer, depending on my health. And to find them the best possible homes. And of course, what's still very close to my heart is Yvonne. I'm very worried about that. It's not so easy with her. I don't want to have to send her to some home. I want to find a good setup where someday I can close my eyes and say, she's in good hands.
Finding a new home for Yvonne, just like for all the other children so far. And Elke Baumann also hopes that Jule and Leo will find new parents. Things turned out well with all the children we met. Doesn't that give you confidence?
Yes, I always say he can stay a while longer. He still needs some pampering. Maybe we'll find someone after all.